Namaste. Welcome to today's session of Read Jnaneshwari along with me. I'm going to read chapter 13 from OV 615 onwards. Then there is one thing known as Supreme Spirit. It is seen through that knowledge. Besides that one supreme knowledge, the knowledge of all other sciences about world and heaven is ignorance or no knowledge or ajnan. Who thus understands, he abandons going to heaven. He doesn't take interest in worldly life. He takes a deep dip in the self-knowledge with good intentions. When road divides, a traveler checks and avoids getting on the side road and takes the main road. Like that, he treats all sciences, he discards all others and focuses mind and intellect on the spiritual knowledge. This is the only one true science, he says. Understand, the rest are confusions. This decision his intellect supports like Mount Meru. Thus, whose determination is firm in the spiritual knowledge, like the polar star in the sky. He certainly has the knowledge. If you call this an indirect statement, I certainly state when his mind is steadied in the knowledge, he becomes that. That is, he becomes that knowledge itself. The state one achieves when steadied in the knowledge is achieved only then is also not true. It could be achieved otherwise. Still, those who are excelled in the knowledge and who just started to stabilize, both are the same. The pure self-knowledge produces only one fruit of spiritual bliss. Who clearly sees that to be known? Otherwise, though you understood the knowledge, if still it is not showing that is to be known, then this gain of knowledge is not acceptable to our mind. What can a blind man do with a lamp in his hand? Like that, all knowledge earned goes to waste. If in the light of knowledge, intellect can't see the Supreme Spirit, then that intellect has become blind. What knowledge will show? That certainly will be pure Supreme Spirit, but intellect must be pure to see it. That is why who is endowed with pure intellect, which can see that to be known, shown by the knowledge, whose intellect had grown to the extent his knowledge had grown. He is the form of knowledge. This need not be told, but along with illumination of knowledge, whose intellect reaches that to be known, he touches Supreme Spirit to hold in his hand. He embraces Supreme Spirit. He is the knowledge, Arjuna. What is wonder in saying this? Do I have to call sun as sun? Then audience remarked, okay, don't describe him too much. Why are you interrupting description of the book? You extended great hospitality to us by your eloquence, that you described the knowledge at great length, the exaggeration of passions. If you would have used this formula of ordinary poets, then, after inviting friends, you might have turned them into enemies. At the time to eat, when hostess runs away with the cooked food, what is the use of the rest of welcome extended by her? Who is going to maintain a cow very good in all other ways, but don't let her milk? Like that, many poets, without expanding knowledge, waste intellect in other things. Let us leave them aside. You have done very well. For a drop of this knowledge, ascetics do yoga and other hard labor. Plenty of that knowledge, and it is its elucidation in your style. Who will say enough to this? If nectar rains for 7 days, no one gets tired. Nobody counts days of pleasure though they are in millions, as opposed to days of sorrow. If a night with full moon lasts for an entire era, even then would a chakor bird want it to come to an end? Like that, the talk on the knowledge, and full of such sweetness on listening, who will say it is enough? A prosperous guest should visit, and prosperous woman should be the hostess. Then food served would never finish. This occasion is similar. We like the knowledge, and here you also have love for it. So your inspiration for elucidation got quadrupled. You have eye for the knowledge. You are expert in knowledge. That can't be denied. Now, after this, let your intellect bloom and elucidate the true meaning of words. On this statement of saints, servant of Nivritti, Jnaneshwar Maharaj said, Sir, I also have the same intent. Sir, you have thus given the order, so after this I won't expand unnecessary talk. Now listen to these 18 attributes of knowledge told by Sri Krishna to Arjuna. We'll stop here. Thank you very much for joining us today. Come again for the next session.